Super Bowl 59 is a little bit under 24 hours away from the Bayou, the Big Easy New Orleans, and the Superdome. The Kansas City Chiefs, the reigning, defending, two-time consecutive Super Bowl champions, looking for their third straight Super Bowl win and fourth Super Bowl in 5 years. And the Eagles, on the legs of Saquon Barkley, looking to run to their first Super Bowl since 2016. You know the Flex Zone has to give you the preview and predictions, keys to the game, injuries, thoughts on the halftime performance by Kendrick Lamar and SZA, commercials, all the fun stuff in between. It's the Flex Zone. Thank you guys for being here with us. We'll be live for the Super Bowl tomorrow. Make sure you guys stiff on that subscribe button. Go ahead and blitz that bell. Vote on a poll. Let us know who wins the game and the MVP will be. And make sure you tackle that thumbs up. Helps us out tremendously. Got a fun night ahead. The Saturday night main event that you've been waiting for. The official Super Bowl 59 preview on the Flex Zone. Coming to you right after this. You can feel it in the air. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are officially less than 24 hours from Super Bowl 59 here on the Flex Zone podcast. Of course, had to bring you that preview. Only place giving you Super Bowl coverage, sports coverage, and all your sports how you want it, when you need it. Happy Saturday, everybody. Thank you for joining us for this official Super Bowl 59 preview. Got some very special, illustrious guests. But if you're new here, make sure you go ahead to that subscribe button. Make sure you give it a stiff arm. Tackle that thumbs up. Leave us a thumbs up. It helps us out tremendously. We want to see you hit that bell. It'll let you know when all of our content drops. Vote on the poll. We want to hear from you. Who is the MVP tomorrow and who wins? And of course, we always give love to the super chat. You want to support what we do here to keep giving you great content like this. Go ahead, send it in. We appreciate it. And we'll read it live on screen. Once again, Super Bowl 59. We are here live. We'll be live tomorrow. If you want to watch the game with us, we'll be live having a watch party, doing a live stream, giving you the play-by-play, breaking it all down, halftime commercials like we do only on the Flex Zone. But let's get to it. I could not do this preview without this brother. He is born and bred Chiefs fan, repping the Chiefs Kingdom. You can check out the channel, Juggernaut097, but he's going to tell you more about it. Let's give it up for one and only Juggernaut097 subject.
What is going on, Byron? How's it going tonight? Yes, we're to preview the Kansas City Chiefs and Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl 59. We are just one sleep away from Super Bowl 59. I can't believe it. You know, like you do that countdown, one sleep, two sleeps away, three. You know, like I don't know how I'm going to be able to sleep tonight because, man, I feel a little nervous, you know, because like, you know, it's a big game. You know, you got a little nerves around through you, and I'm not even playing the game. But also, you guys can check me out, Juggernaut097. I do a lot of wrestling content on there. I do some football content on there. You know, I'm giving you the sports. You know, like how you need it. And wait, how do you exactly say it, Byron?
How you want it when you need it.
Yeah, exactly what Byron just said. Yeah, definitely go subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna have more football content and stuff, more sports. I'm excited. I'm your residential Chiefs fan here on the Flex Zone podcast. So yeah.
Let's get to it. Last but not least, joining me, he's repping that H-Town. He is now a Ravens fan. He is the one you can kick it with 7 days a week on YouTube. You can kick it with Leo, and he's got your wrestling content and so much more. Joining us tonight, he's going to tell you all about the great things he got on his channel as well. Leo, what's up, brother?
Yo, what's good?
How you feeling, man? Super Bowl.
Yeah, man. A lot of people looking forward to it. I had to be here, even though, you know, these ain't really to my teams, but I do think both teams is going to go out there and put it all on the field. I'm also here to show y'all the new and improved Kicking It with Leo.
Whoa, what we got going on here, Leo? What the heck?
He's looking He's part of the
tatted?
bloodline.
Did you get tatted today?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Just came back. I got back around 5 o'clock.
Okay. Nice. Wow.
Been
Did it
there
hurt?
all day. The shading in part, absolutely. Luckily,
Wow.
I went to sleep halfway through it because I took me some melatonin, so I went to sleep.
Wow. Okay.
Damn, we got a new Leo. So we got a tatted
Sweet.
up Leo. We got a Leo that has a girl. Dude,
I know. Yeah. Did you hear
what's
about that?
going on here in 2025? Oh my god.
Hey, what is it? Roman says it's level to this. We're leveling up. We leveling up.
Hey, man. We acknowledge you, brother. We acknowledge you.
Fatu, the Samoan werewolf. I love you solo. Acknowledge me.
All right, fellas, let's get to this game. I'm going to bring up the screen here because right now, currently, the Chiefs are 1.5 points. It opened at 1.5. It's now down to 1. So it's pretty much a pick 'em, 48.5 over, under. You see the matchup predictions. 56% actually for the Eagles, according to the matchup predictor. ESPN Analytics, 43.9% for the Chiefs. You see the leaders there, Mahomes, Hurts, Kareem Hunt, Saquon Barkley over 2,000 yards this season. Travis Kelce, A.J. Brown. Judge, I'll start with you, man. What are your thoughts coming into this game, looking at the spread? You are inside a dome. Patrick Mahomes is 15-0 inside of domes, by the way. How are you feeling with the initial matchup of this game? And Eagles may have the more talented roster, but like we always say, you can't bet against Mahomes and Andy Reid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm feeling pretty good here. I'm feeling pretty good. You know, we got that really good. You know, I think Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid are. I think they're one of the best, you know, quarterback coach duos out there. And if there's anybody that can do it, it's definitely the Chiefs. I'm really excited for this. Yeah, it's gonna be a tight one, like to say the least. Here, it's gonna be a close game.
Mm-hmm.
I think some of the keys that we're gonna definitely have to do is we're gonna definitely have to, you know, protect Patrick Mahomes a lot. You know, we're gonna have to keep him upright in the pocket. Protection is gonna be a really big thing. Also, we're gonna definitely have to run the ball as well. We're definitely gonna need to be running the ball with Kareem Hunt, with Pacheco, which, you know, all our team is pretty healthy right now. You know, because I mean we had some injuries here and there throughout the season. You know, we had Pacheco out for a little while. So we actually have like a pretty healthy team right now, which is quite surprising to say. So that's a good thing. But
Real
yeah.
quick, these teams did play in Super Bowl 57 with the Chiefs winning.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? What was that score? I just had it in front of me. It was
recent. I do know that, right?
38-35. And then they
Yeah.
played in 2023 when they played in the regular season. Hurts had 2 rushing touchdowns. They won 21-17, did the Eagles. They're 6-5 are the Chiefs all time, including the win against them in Super Bowl 57. Chiefs beat the Bills in the AFC Championship game. Commanders beat the Commanders lost to the Eagles. Chiefs are overall 16th overall offense, 22 against the run, 14th in pass, 15th in scoring. Defense overall number 9, 8 against the run, 18th pass, 4 scoring. Eagles offense real quick, 8th overall, 2 against the rush, 29th against the pass, 7th in scoring. Defense, Eagles defense, number 1 overall, 10th against the run, number 1 against the pass, number 2 in scoring. Chiefs +6 and Eagles +11 turnover differential. Leo, how you feeling about this game, man? Do you feel like the three-peat is going to happen, or you feel like the Eagles are maybe the toughest challenge the Chiefs have faced yet?
I feel like you've made a great point. I think when it comes to the teams that I have watched throughout the season, besides the Eagles, the only other team that I feel like have given the Chiefs a run for their money has been the Baltimore Ravens, right? And the Houston Texans. As we can see from the recent game, I think both teams had the potential to win. But the one thing I have learned throughout this past year is you cannot bet against the Chiefs, right? Especially when we are in a situation where we get to the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter is where we see the Chiefs at their best form. It's a do or die situation, right? You have to literally hold both sides of the field from an offensive side and a defensive side. You cannot give the Chiefs any open space, because if you do, the Chiefs are going to capitalize on that, and they are going to make you regret that. So they have to come out there and play. They cannot make any mistakes. They have to be on their P's and Q's every second of the game. They have to literally pretty much be 2 steps ahead of the Chiefs if they're going to want to walk away with the W tomorrow. Now, who do I think is going to win? I do think the Chiefs are going to win this one, but I can also see them doing the huge upset as well. I like to make little references. This, to me personally, so is this, if Chiefs win tomorrow, Leo going to jump from Ravens to Chiefs? Absolutely not. I'm staying the Ravens. We ain't doing that. But like, I think you compare this to Cody Rhodes and Roman, right? Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, WrestleMania 39. Cody Rhodes loses. You had that visual at the last time they played in the Super Bowl. The Eagles.
Now, Leo, hold on. Let me interrupt you for a second. If that was the case, they would have played back to back, and the Eagles they didn't play
not back to back. But I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of things, where they were distraught in the loss, right? And you could tell the expression on their face, they were lost. But now they have the opportunity to come back. Because if you want to be honest, the Kansas City Chiefs are the Roman Reigns of the NFL.
As we are, yes, indeed we are. And you're going to acknowledge us, Patrick Mahomes.
And like, the Philadelphia Eagles is the Cody Rhodes of the NFL. They're trying to finish their story in winning a championship. The question a lot of people are going to be asking, can they do it? And that's a possibility. But like I said, they have to hold both sides of the field from defense and offense. They cannot risk making any mistakes whatsoever, especially in the fourth quarter. So we will see.
As mentioned, Patrick Mahomes 15-0 as a starter for the Chiefs in domed stadiums. Mahomes, real quick, Jugs, I'll go to you about your quarterback. He did get off to a slow start, but after that, a loss in Buffalo. 13 touchdowns, no interceptions as well. He threw for 177, 1 touchdown against the Texans, and 245 and a touchdown in the AFC Championship game against the Bills. He's thrown for 1,071 yards, 7 touchdowns in his 4 Super Bowls, and these 2 touchdown passes to tie Terry Bradshaw for 3rd most and 58 yards to tie John Elway for 4th most in playoff history. Are we witnessing greatness on a different level, like Roman Reigns, like Leo said, the Roman Reigns of the NFL?
I would say yes, we are. And his numbers might not be all that great this season. You know, you don't see those great, passing numbers and like all the stuff he's doing. But like, I mean, the most important things is like he's helping the Chiefs win. That's the most important thing at the end of the day. And how many Super Bowls he's won so far?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we do this 3-peat, yeah, he's on a different level here. If just getting, doing. I mean, even if he doesn't win any more Super Bowls, which I'm pretty sure he's gonna win more Super Bowls, but even if he didn't win any more, like that would put him in like a different stratosphere.
Leo, what you think about Mahomes? I mean, are you a hater of Mahomes? Do you feel like they get preferential treatment? Because I do want to talk about the refs, but I'm gonna let you talk about Mahomes, and I'm gonna get into the refs a little bit. Go ahead.
I
Leo.
feel like it's a little bit of both. Like, I will say Patrick Mahomes is very, very talented. I'm not going to take that away from him. He goes out there, he gives 110% every single time that he does step foot on the field. I will say at sometimes it does seem like he's kind of just phoning it in at times, especially with the referees at times. Like, I think I watched the Texas game where I feel like it could have been more of a close call with the referees if the referees were calling the right calls and stuff like that. And if it was the case, I think it could have been much closer. Do I think it would have been a situation where we seen Kansas City edge out a win? Possibly. But I don't think Kansas City would be as good as they are if sometimes the referees didn't make calls sometimes in their favor. And you could kind of take that how you feel about it.
Well, let's get to the referees, because I do have the referee crew for this Sunday night Super Bowl. Is going to be none other than Ron Tolbert, and I'm showing you who he is. Mr. Tolbert.
Who? Go Google it.
Ron Tolbert. He will be the referee, the umpire, Mike Morton, down judge, Max Cossey, line judge, Mark Stewart, field judge, Miro Robinson, side judge, Boris Cheek, who worked, looks like Super Bowl 42, Super Bowl 50, and 51 or 54. Back judge, Jonah Moore, and replay official, Kevin Brown. Jugs, you're a Chiefs fan. I know you hear it all the time. Oh, the Chiefs have the referees in their back pocket. Oh, they get preferential calls. How do you feel when you hear that? The Chiefs actually have, I think, the third most penalties in the NFL, so they get a lot of calls, but I guess it's when the preferential calls possibly happen, right? Fourth quarter, close games.
I think a lot of people just love to hate on the Chiefs. So they love to oh yeah, that the refs are helping them. People did this when the Patriots were winning all the. People said, "Oh, Tom Brady, had the referees in his back pocket." It's just what happens. When you see a team on top for so long, that's the way it's going to be. Um, you know, me being biased here, I don't think listen, if you want to beat the Chiefs, you're just going to have to beat us out.
You got to beat the best. In the words of Ric Flair, to be the best, you got to beat the best.
You're just going to have to beat us. You can't depend on getting a call going your way. You're just going to have to beat us. And yes, some calls might be bad sometimes, but listen, I can't do anything about it. We're all human out here. These referees are human. They make mistakes. But yeah, if you want to beat the Chiefs, you just got to beat us outright.
Leo, do you feel like it's their heels because they get the advantage from the ref and they don't see don't see them blindsiding them or low blowing them or using the ropes or using a foreign object?
Like Jugs say, you have to beat them. If you want to be the best, you have to beat the best, and Kansas City right now is the team to beat. Yes, I can see the referees potentially having something to do with it, but at the same time, they're doing most of the work. Like Jug said, if they want to have Philadelphia win tomorrow night, which I feel like they're capable of doing that, they have to literally come out there and play. They have to go to work. They have to literally go all in, play with every part of their well-being if they want to win this.
As you see right there, since in the last 11 Chiefs playoff games, 36 penalties for 319 yards. Their opponents, 66 for 541 yards. So, let me pull that back up for everybody so they can see it. But Jugs, like I said, it's more of it because it happens in the fourth quarter, right? It seems like all the time.
Yeah, it does seem like that a lot. Yeah.
Let's get to the injuries real quick. It looks like Brandon Graham will be back for the Eagles. Pass rusher you got to worry about there. Jugs, and only Sky Moore seems to be the only person on the injury report for the Eagles. We did hear that some Eagles players are battling the flu, but both teams healthy, guys. Leo, I'll start with you, man. No excuses. For the most part, both teams are as close to full strength as they can be in as far as in the season.
Yeah, I definitely think some people might want to put injuries in play here, but I don't think you can say that here. I think, like you said, both teams are pretty much at full strength to the best of their ability here. So I will say it's like an even playing field here. I think, like I said, usually it kind of would suck when you have players that can definitely help your team, where you might be lacking in one area where they can probably help out in another. So I think you're going to have to work with what you got here. You might have some extra players that you can rely on, but you got to work with what you have.
If you're just joining, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and make sure you check us out at each of our individual channels. You can check it out down below. Juggernaut 097, and of course, Kicking It with Leo at the lower third, and of course, here on the Flex Zone. And we lost Leo, Jug. So
we lost Leo.
Oh my goodness, we lost Leo. Well, just let's go back to that. How do you feel? Both teams pretty much healthy. No really excuses for anybody to say, "Oh, this person's hurt, that person's hurt." Both teams are full strength.
Yeah, I like that both teams are full strength because we can see there's gonna be no excuses made. Like whatever happens, it's gonna happen for a reason. So I do like that both teams are healthy because we could say we beat the best Eagles team, or they beat the best Chiefs team. So yeah, I like that there's not a lot of injuries here.
Well, Jones, let's talk about Saquon Barkley
Oh,
here.
brother.
I
Oh,
mean,
that man's he's different. He's built
yes.
different.
Franchise record 2,005 yards, 101 yards shy of breaking the record in a single season. They sat him out in the last game. Better in the playoffs, 147.3 yards a game, 5 touchdowns on just 66 carries, needs just 30 yards to break the NFL season single record held by Terrell Davis, 2476, set during 1998. It's pretty much safe to say he's going to break that record as well. Jugs, what can you do to stop Saquon Barkley, if anything?
To be honest, there's not a lot you can do to stop Saquon Barkley. I mean, if the Chiefs, I was going like maybe like load in the box, but if we do that, like, that's going to lead to, Jalen Hurts, having the, wide open, the field's going to be wide open and he can get, a long shot off. So, we don't want to load the box. So, what really can we do? We're just going to have to hope, like we can at least limit some of his running, maybe keep him under like 100 rushing yards, or like don't let him get above 100 rushing yards, because if he does that, he's just going to eat the Chiefs up here. Like, and I feel like they're going to be running the ball a lot, so we're going to have to figure out, if we're going to Chris Jones and our defensive line is really going to have to step up and make some big stops.
Like you said, Jones, maybe you probably can't stop him, but not letting him get, like you saw against the Commanders, first rush, he running for 60 yards to the end zone untouched. You don't want those long, heartbreaking home runs that just demoralize you as a defense.
Yeah, exactly. And our defense has been pretty good with stopping the rush, but we haven't played Saquon Barkley. The Chiefs never played Saquon Barkley before.
I think it's 18. You guys haven't given up a 100-yard rush. I heard it in 18 games. So you guys are doing good.
But we haven't seen Saquon Barkley. We were supposed to face him a few years ago, but they sat him out. I think he was still on the Giants at that time.
And then, Judge, you got to also account for, not to cut you off, Jalen Hurts, who can run. And the last time y'all played, he had 374 offensive yards and 4 touchdowns. So he played his ass off.
He did. He really did. Like he's another cool cat out there. It's hard to stop him as well.
Yeah, exactly. How do you feel about this? It's also Saquon's Barkley's birthday and Cooper DeJean's 26 and 33 equals 59.
Now I gotta say, I like Cooper DeJean, the former Iowa Hawkeye.
Yes.
Former Hawkeye out here. He's been killing it. I see a lot of people, around my city, around Iowa and stuff. They be wearing Cooper DeJean jerseys and stuff. I think that's gonna play a lot into it as well, because like they want to win on their birthday. Wouldn't that be a great birthday present? You win a Super Bowl. You get a Super Bowl ring. You bring it back to your city. That'd be a big birthday present. So they're gonna be playing hard out there. So yeah.
Just let's get to some of those keys. You talked about the Chiefs defensive line of Chris Jones, Deshaun Wharton, George Karlaftis, Mike Dana. They also got to get pressure on Jalen Hurts. The Eagles' offensive line have actually given up 11 sacks in this postseason so far. And every time you look up when it matters most, you see Chris Jones making a play on third down or buying a pass down, forcing a fumble, stopping somebody in the backfield, making the quarterback throw off script, off timing. The defensive line against the offensive line is going to be a big key.
Mm-hmm. It definitely is going to be a big key there. I agree with that. Like I said, stopping Saquon Barkley, that's another big key. Keeping him under, like I said, limiting his rushing yards. Definitely that. Also, we're not going to be able to get, the time of possession is going to be another big key. With Chiefs, maybe because, like I said, in years past, we would be throwing them big bombs down the field, but these past few seasons, we haven't been able to do that. We've been able to get like maybe 10, 15 yards, little chunk plays. And I think that's what the Chiefs are going to have to do here. And really, running the ball, opening it out more, because, when you run the ball, that can open up our passing game as well. With Kareem Hunt, Isaiah Pacheco, turning
Even
the
Patrick
ball with him.
Mahomes, Jubbs, he was your lead.
Even
He could be
Patrick
your leading
Mahomes.
rusher. He been balling out with his legs.
Yeah, he's been scrambling a lot. That leads to a lot of
Some
things.
RPOs in there.
Yeah, throwing some RPOs because we do like to do a lot of different trickery. We like to do a lot of that. Change our scheme of things up. Because I do love them scheme of things.
Yes. Yeah, Andy Reid, man. Is there a better? I mean, I know Sirianni gets a lot of slack, but he's in his second Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts in his second Super Bowl. When you look at the coaching aspect, I guess we can talk a little bit about the coaches. Andy Reid, Steve Spagnuolo, I call him the greatest defensive coordinator of all time. The coaching edge is to the Chiefs. Experience coaching, you had to think.
Yeah, I agree with the coaching staff is definitely, like we have an edge there, definitely with that, and like how many times we've been to the Super Bowl with our same coaches. So yes, I definitely agree with that there.
Chiefs are the first team to play in the Super Bowl 5 times in a 6-year span. They're going for their third straight Lombardi trophy. The Packers did win 3 straight championships, but it was one NFL championship, then the first 2 Super Bowls. But remember, there were only 12 teams in the league at that time. They're the 4th team to appear in 3 straight Super Bowls. Miami, 71-73. Buffalo, 90-93. That ended up being 4 times. New England, 16-18 as well. 5th head coaching Super Bowl rematch, as I mentioned, with Andy Reid and Nick Sirianni. Andy Reid, his 45th postseason game, breaking Bill Belichick's record. 28 postseason win, only trails Bill Belichick with 31. So if he wins tomorrow, he will only be 2 behind. Mahomes, listen to this, Jugs. 48-10 as a starter, the best mark in the NFL. Hurts is number 2, though, at 42-12. This is since 2022. Travis Kelce, 174 catches, 270 yards, and 3 touchdowns to break the records held by Jerry Rice. And look, Patrick Mahomes, a record 581 rushing yards this postseason. When you hear all that, Jugs, I guess we talked about the coaching. Mahomes just wins. And what do you think about Travis Kelce? He's not maybe as fast as he used to be, but he's crafty. He finds ways to get open. And I think his ability in this game to maybe not even just make catches, but be a decoy to make the defense have to account for Mahomes with his legs or
I think you cut out a little bit there, Byron.
check it out.
Yeah, you cut out a little bit there. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, you're good.
We about Travis Kelce and the rest of these receivers because we know Travis Kelce's going to do his thing, but maybe him as much as a decoy for Worthy, for Hollywood, for D-Hop, for Juju. Some wide receiver that we probably ain't thinking about is going to make a play for Mahomes.
Oh, Hollywood Brown. Oh my God, dude. I love that we have Hollywood Brown over here. Like, it sucked that didn't get to watch him early on in the season, but when we finally, when he finally started playing, I'm like, oh man, I'm happy we got him. Because when I was watching him earlier, like in training camp and stuff, I said, man, this guy is so fast. And Xavier Worthy, he's another fast cat out there. He's like a Tyreek 2.0. Which is crazy. Like, hey, yeah, we don't need Tyreek. Yeah, we got we basically have a copy and paste of him. So, and Travis Kelce, he's kind of had quite a bit of a quiet season. Not as crazy numbers like he usually has. But I think if they get Travis Kelce going, I think that would be huge. Because I think that the Eagles kind of have struggled with tight ends this season. So, like using Gray in there, using Travis Kelce, because we've been doing a lot of different formats, like with our like having like 3 tight ends in there, like I said, changing up our schemes and doing all that. Having Travis, dropping in the middle of the field, throwing the pass to him because he loves to do that. Sit there in the middle of the field, and then it's hard for the defense to stop him. Hard for because he's such a big guy. That's one big son of a bitch. That's
one big son of a bitch. No bread, no water, just me.
Also, Roger, yeah, I do like that. You just brought up a great point. Yeah, D-Hop, I think he could be a big key factor,
I said at least one of the other receivers have to get over 50 yards. I think Kelce is going to do his thing. Like I said, if anything, he can be a decoy because they have to double team him. Hollywood, D-Hop, Juju. You got, I don't know, Hopkins, Pacheco or Kareem Hunt out the backfield. Of course, Kelce, Noah Gray. A lot of people to stop, but the Eagles do have the number 1 defense in the league, though, Jug. So they got some corners and safeties back there too.
Also, they have some like rookie DBs, so we need to definitely target their rookie DBs because they're like inexperienced. So we definitely get on them. Definitely get on them and make them make mistakes. And also, we need to do better. When we get down to the end zone, we need to capitalize on those points because we kind of struggled with getting in the end zone this season. I don't know exactly our whole numbers for touchdowns. When we get in the red zone, but we kind of struggle with that this season. So we need to capitalize on points. What's up?
How you feel about Jalen Carter, the offensive line that you guys shuffled around, putting Thuney on the outside? Can you guys contain Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Sweat? Brandon Graham's going to be back, I mentioned, for this game. Can they hold up and give Patrick Mahomes enough time? We don't want it to be like that Tampa Super Bowl, right?
No, I definitely don't want it to be like the Tampa Super Bowl. That gives me nightmares still to this day. And even we weren't even playing that bad because we were still getting into our receivers. But it was this, hitting them in the head. Our receivers weren't catching the ball. Hitting them in the face. So I mean, Patrick Mahomes was still getting it to them. But to be honest, like we mentioned earlier, Patrick Mahomes, he can really scramble off there well. And if we just give him enough time in that pocket, he's gonna get it off. And I think the Eagles, like, they have 2 more sacks than what the Chiefs have, so it ain't like really huge numbers for that defensive line and that defense. So I definitely think our offensive line is going to hold up and help protect Patrick Mahomes. Yeah.
Their receivers, they got A.J. Brown, they have Devontae Smith, they got a really good tight end in Dallas Goedert. You got to stop Saquon in the receiving game too. How do you feel like you're going to stop him? I mean, Trent McDuffie, Justin Reed, you got some ballers out there on your side as well.
Yeah, I definitely think, Jalen Hurts, whoever makes the first mistake, because Jalen Hurts, he does like to turn the ball over, like, so if we can force,
believer.
What's that?
You're not a Jalen Hurts believer, so you're saying he's going to turn the ball over like he did at other Super Bowl?
I feel like he might. We get some good pressure. Maybe we get Chris Jones getting ready to sack him or something. I don't know. Maybe Trent McDuffie or Justin Reed. We come up with a big interception. Like I said, I think the first team that makes the first mistake, I think that will that'll shoot them in the foot. And help out the other team to win.
What do you think about special teams? Because Jake Elliott for the Eagles, he was missing some extra points and missing some kicks. And Harrison Butker was hurt. Then he came back. Then he missed some kicks. But I think he's made all his kicks in the playoffs. So he's clutch. We know what he can bring to the table. I feel like this game is going to come down to maybe something in special teams. A kick, a block kick, a missed kick, a punt, a big punt return or something. How do you feel about special teams? I know a lot of people don't always talk about that, Jugs. But what do you think about the special teams matchup?
I think the special team matchup, yeah, you just brought up a good point. The special team matchup is really gonna be big there. Harrison Butker, he comes in clutch when it matters, but he has missed some kicks here, which have been like really weird. But I think he'll come up big when it matters. Yeah, but that could be a big factor.
All right, Jugs, how do you see this game playing out? Because I do want to get into the other stuff, commercials and halftime. But as a matter of fact, let's do this before we give our prediction. Halftime, we got Kendrick Lamar. I know you're a Kendrick Lamar fan. What are you expecting with the halftime show? He's at SZA. Are you expecting some big surprises? Any people popping out with him? How you feel about the halftime show?
I am excited for this halftime show. I'm big into rap and stuff, big rap head. I like Kendrick Lamar, like his GNX album. I'm probably gonna be seeing Kendrick Lamar on tour, with SZA. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. A song that I hope he plays. I hope he plays "Good Kid, Mad City." Hopefully he comes out and plays that. I'm pretty sure he's gonna play "Not Like Us." Maybe that's the first song he plays. I'm sorry to all those Drake fans out there, but the winner of this beef was definitely Kendrick Lamar. And I saw Drake in concert, but I'm sorry, Drake. Like he likes the minors. You know what I'm talking about. But Yeah, I'm excited for this. Who knows? What if he brings out Taylor Swift? To do Bad Blood. That would be something wild there. I'll go, oh yeah, the Chiefs are winning the Super Bowl. They're winning Super Bowl if they have to bring out Taylor Swift.
Well, I gotta ask you about the elephant in the room, the Taylor in the room, the Swifty in the room. How many times are they gonna show her on TV? Who is she gonna have next to her this year? Last year was Ice Spice. She had Caitlin Clark at one point. How you feel about that whole saga? They're gonna show her a bunch of times this Super Bowl.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do show her a lot. I to be honest, I don't want them showing her a lot. Maybe show her once or twice, and that would be all. But it's Taylor. She does like to do all that voodoo magic and all that. I really don't know who she's going to have by her side. I don't know. What if she has Caitlin Clark again? I don't know. Who's like? I don't know who she's like big friend. Who she's like friends with.
Go Google it.
Any commercials you're looking forward to, Jeff?
I'm looking forward to. I always like the Doritos commercials. That's a fun one. I like those. I like the Budweiser ones. With the Budweiser horses. That's another fun one I like. I'm looking forward to seeing what type of maybe movie trailers we get. Maybe for like Superman or something. Yeah, there's gonna be some fun commercials out there. Yeah. Maybe they have like a new Patrick Mahomes commercial or something.
State Farm, Doritos. They're apparently bringing back the Clydesdales, Bud Light. They're doing the DoorDash has a big commercial. I know Instacart. I'm sure it'll be something, beer commercial.
They do love to, go out with all these Super Bowl commercials.
Post Malone is doing like beer commercials and stuff now, and all that kind of stuff.
It's just wild out there. It's all for that money. It's all for that moolah.
I think $8 million for 30 seconds. That's crazy.
Jesus Christ, yeah. That's crazy. I don't have the $8 million. I can't put a ad out there.
Yeah. All right, Jeff. How do you feel about the game, and kind of who's your MVP, and how do you see the score maybe, or any like big play, any bold predictions, anybody for MVP, any heads or tails, any prop that you're looking at?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a close game. I'm really bad at doing like a score prediction. But I think it's gonna be at least between 7 points or even closer than that. It'll be like in between like a touchdown. I definitely think the MVP of the game, it's gonna be Patrick Mahomes. Like I said, you listen to all of his numbers that he was having this season. It's gonna be Patrick. Like I said, we want that 3-peat. I believe that we're gonna get it. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. I'm excited for him. Like I said, I'm a little nervous, but hey, I wouldn't be surprised if I would love for it to be 34-27 there. I wouldn't be a bad score there. There we go. I'm gonna say that right now. 34-27. We'll say that right now. Yeah. Thank you, Sean.
All right. We got you on record, brother. Real quick, we do have.
What was that? I think you're cutting out again. Or maybe it's me who's cutting out. You still there? Well, did we lose Byron? Is he in the Matrix right now? Is Byron in the Matrix? Oh, I think Byron's back. Oh, we lost Byron. Okay, you know what? We're going to wait for Byron to get back because we don't want to turn off the show without him. So, yeah, people who are in the chat right now, we got 16 people in there. Go and give your predictions to what you think the final score of the game is going to be. Also, who you guys have as your MVP for Super Bowl 59? Who you think it's going to be? I'm excited for this game. I can't wait. Oh, God's favorite host is back. He's back. We'll bring him back in here. Okay, yeah, he's back.
I don't even know what I was saying.
I don't even know what you're saying either. I couldn't hear anything.
Some people that are performing, like John Baptiste for Star Spangled Banner, Let Us See Lift Every Voice and Sing, Trombone Shorty, America the Beautiful. Yeah, so there you go. Jugs, how can they keep up with you on your channel?
So you guys can keep up with me, Juggernaut097 on YouTube. I am on the road to 1,050 subscribers, so let's get me to that mark. I'll do a lot of wrestling content on there. I'll give you a lot of sports on there. You know, like I said, I'm your residential Chiefs fan. So if you want to see Chiefs coverage for for next season and for what we got coming up, throughout the summertime, eventually, with training camp eventually someday. Which I don't want to think about that right now. I just want to think about Super Bowl. But definitely go hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel, and go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TheTrueJSB. And go in my DMs, go say, hey, you're right. Your Chiefs are number one. Your Chiefs are the best team. But yeah.
Are you doing a Super Bowl party tomorrow? Are you joining us for the live stream?
I am doing a Super Bowl party tomorrow. I'm going to be also, hey, before we leave, we should talk about what we're going to be eating. So tomorrow night I'm going to be
go ahead, talk about it.
Yeah, tomorrow night I'm going to be having some wings. I'm going to be having some. What else we have? I know we're having some wings. We're gonna have some little smokies. We're gonna have some chips and queso. We're gonna put in like jalapeno, kind of like jalapeno poppers, and we're gonna put in some what are they? Like has cream cheese on them and not jalapenos, but I'm trying to think of the word right now. It's slipping my mind right now. But it's really good stuff. We're gonna put in some like wontons and stuff. So we're definitely gonna have some like little hors d'oeuvres that we'll be snacking on throughout the game. I always love a good Super Bowl party. It's always fun. What do you have? Do you have anything good?
Yes. I do not know actually. I might. I probably have some wings or something myself. Yeah, probably some wings or something like that. Wings, maybe some pizza, maybe something like that. I don't know. I'll be here with the people though, live streaming. So make sure you guys join us to live for Super Bowl live stream, watch party, fun stuff. Giving you the play-by-play, the score, all the recaps, all that fun stuff. Check out Jugs on his channel. Check out Lee on his channel. Any final words, Jugs, before we get out of here?
Yeah, I'm gonna say go Chiefs, baby. Chiefs Kingdom. Acknowledge Patrick Mahomes.
Check out Jugs on his channel. Check us out here on the Flex Zone. We'll see you tomorrow for the Super Bowl 59 live stream and watch along. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button on your way out. Have a good night, everybody. Peace. Thank you for watching.